Assuming you are irritated by minuscule flying insects that appear to seem each time you water your house plants, you're most likely managing gnats, all the more explicitly, fungus gnats. These vermin are drawn to the soggy soil of pruned house plants. They need sodden soil as a safe house to lay their eggs, and the natural matter in the soil takes care of their larvae. Other than being irritating, this taking care of conduct can harm your plants. 3 ways to get rid of fungus gnats. Allow the soil to dry. The least demanding initial step is to permit the soil to stay dry for a few days prior to watering once more. Both the eggs and the larvae will ultimately vanish in dry soil. Likewise, eliminate any standing water from runoff sources. Another simple tip is to utilize a sterile preparing blend since there isn't as much natural matter for the youthful to take care of on. Trap them. Existing fungus gnat larvae can be trapped utilizing bits of crude potato. Place the potato pieces tissue side down on the soil, and actually look under them each 2 or 3 days. Eliminate any taking care of larvae, and supplant the potato with new pieces. Try not to allow the potatoes to dry out. The grown-ups have short lives, yet diminishing their populace will likewise lessen the number of new eggs being laid. The most ideal way to control grown-up fungus gnats is with yellow tacky traps. These are precisely the exact things they sound like, sheets of yellow paper with glue on them. Yellow tacky traps can be found in the pesticide segment of your nursery community. There are likewise little forms that accompany little stakes that you cut into the soil. Apply biological controls. There are a modest bunch of organic controls for fungus gnats, however, they are essentially utilized in nurseries where plants are being engendered. In the event that a gnat issue gets so wild with houseplants that you are thinking about natural controls, you are most likely good forfeiting your houseplants and beginning once again. Notwithstanding, assuming you might want to check herbal controls out, the most ideal decision is Bacillus thuringiensis subspecies Israelis, BT, microbes that are utilized for mosquito control in lakes. These microbes additionally control gnats yet represent no gamble to individuals or pets. Search for BT as mosquito dunks or granules, in the nuisance control segment or close to lake supplies in a home or nursery focus. You will presumably require more than one application yet adhere to marked guidelines. Mosquito dunks are disintegrated in water and the arrangement is utilized for watering the plants. Granules are sprinkled over the soil so a few microorganisms are presented with each watering. Fungus gnats will generally stay close to their wellspring of food, the natural matter and fungus in the soil. The grown-ups lay their eggs in the soil, and the arising larvae feed on the natural material in the soil as well as the plant's root hairs. The larvae are 1/4 inch long, clear white or dim worms with sparkly pimples. They might slip through the cracks at this stage except if you have a yield of them, then you could see sludge trails like those of snails and slugs. Forestalling fungus gnats in house plants. Fungus generally gnats get into a house either on the grounds that the plants have been outside, where grown-up gnats can lay their eggs into the soil, or the plants came from their source with debased soil. The best way to forestall this movement is to try not to bring the plants inside. Obviously, houseplants by definition live inside, so this is certainly not an extremely durable arrangement. The response is to isolate new plants or those that have been outside for expanded periods. Save the plants in their own space for no less than 17 days, a full life cycle, and review the plant cautiously for the presence of grown-up gnats. When the plant has the all reasonable, you can move it with your different plants.